What's up, carving crew? Welcome to Beavercraft. If you're new here, great to have you. Time to throw some punches. Carving punches, that is. Feeling intrigued? Smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't yet. Okay, cool, you're in. Let's go. Today we're jumping into a really cool project in figure carving, a power-packed clenched fist. Think karate salute, protest symbol, or just an awesome way to practice hand anatomy in wood. We'll walk through it step by step, tool by tool. So grab your wood, strop that knife, and let's carve. Hands are notoriously tricky, but a closed fist is the perfect gateway project. You get all the key landmarks, knuckles, thumb tuck, wrist taper, without the scary negative space of spread fingers. By the end, you'll understand how to break any hand pose into simple blocks and planes. Plus, this makes a killer desk totem or topper for a walking stick. Here's the lineup. We're working in basswood, nice and buttery, cut to 4 inches by 4 inches by 10 inches. That's roughly 100 by 100 by 250 millimeters. For this project, you'll want a basic wood carving setup that covers shaping, roughing, and detailing. You may need a whittling knife for defining the shape and doing most of the fine cuts, a detail knife for precise, narrow cuts, and a V-tool for adding sharp lines and defining features. Safety first. Carving glove or cut-resistant tape is a must. For prep, we need our pre-printed paper pattern, free download, link below, and some glue. We're using regular white PVA wood glue here. So, before you start carving, print the pattern from our free collection. This one's sized perfectly for the block we're using. Apply a thin, even coat of glue right to the wood surface, then carefully line up the pattern, make sure the edges meet cleanly, and press the paper flat against the block. Smooth out any bubbles with your fingers and let it dry for a few minutes so it sticks firmly. The pattern is our map, don't skip it. Now it's time to rough out the shape. Start by slicing off the sharp corners of the block to soften the edges. Think of turning a square into a cylinder. Then begin shaping the wrist and forearm, working gradually toward the hand. Don't rush. Leave a little extra wood around the top where the fingers will be. That gives you some wiggle room later as you refine the shape. Find the wrist joint, about 1 hand width down from the knuckles. Lightly sketch in that line to separate the arm from the hand, then begin carving around that area to define 2 separate planes, one for the wrist and one for the palm. You're creating a natural step that makes the hand look like it's rising forward from the arm. Keep your cuts controlled and shallow. This is where anatomy starts to matter. Time to rough the fingers. Start by shaping a basic box where the curled fingers will sit. Sketch a slanted knuckle line across the top. Remember, the index knuckle sits highest and the pinky the lowest. Lightly define the spaces between each finger, just enough to separate the forms. And don't forget the thumb. It curves across the front like a cylinder wrapping over the fingers. Now slow it down and start shaping those details. Round the tops of each finger into soft, pill-like forms. Then carve back into the hand to show the crease where the fingers fold. Undercut the thumb just a bit so it tucks in naturally over the index finger. A few subtle angles and bevels under the knuckles will give the fist tension and realism. Time for refinement. Carve in the main palm creases and those subtle folds behind the knuckles. Then clean up the form, gently slice away any rough spots and sharpen up the silhouette. Think smooth but natural. Once your carving's complete, you've got options. You can leave it raw to highlight those carving marks, or give it a light sanding for a smoother touch. Basswood looks great naked, but a quick coat of oil or a beeswax buff can really make the grain pop. And there you have it. Not bad, huh? This fist is just one of many hand positions you can master. Try an open hand next, or maybe a gripping hand like it's holding something. The options are endless. And hey, if you had fun, tap that subscribe button, ring the bell, and stick around for more carving goodness. See you next time.